Thursday, 31st October 2024, Odogbolu Town of Ogun State Nigeria received dignitaries from across Nigeria as a philanthropist cum politician, Sir Honorable Dr. Oladipupo Adebutu, KJW, popularly known as Lado, and his wife, Chief Mrs. Adenike Adebutu, were installed as the Asiwaju and Yeye Asiwaju of Odogbolu Town. The installation started at the palace of the Alaye of Odogbolu, His Royal Highness Olu Onagoruwa. The installation rite started with traditional drums and prayers for the installees by the Alaye of Odogbolu and other royal fathers present. The guests, led by Asiwaju and his wife Yeye Asiwaju, moved the party to the Odogbolu Town Hall, where the reception was held. The reception, which was filled with fanfare, had in attendance royal fathers from all over Ogun State, members of major political parties from Nigeria. Guests were entertained by popular Afro high life musician known as G Melody. Guests threw encomium on Sir Dr. Lado Adebutu and his delectable wife, Chief Mrs. Adenike Adebutu, for the good works they have been doing all across Ogun State. There were a lot to eat and drink as the party lasted over hours. Congratulations to Sir Honorable Dr. Oladipupo Adebutu, KJW, and his wife, Chief Mrs. Adenike Adebutu. Oye Amorio.
Atimo principal wa láti day one wípé ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú ni, ẹni tó ṣe fọkàn tán ni, ẹni tó ṣe fẹ̀yìntì, ẹni tó ṣe gbójúlé ni. Lẹ́yìn Ọlọ́run l'Ogun State en ta rò pé ó yẹ kó tún ṣe àmọ́ bó yẹn ṣe, ṣùgbọ́n ní tá mọ̀ pé ó lè ṣe òun náà ni Oladipupo Adebutu ọmọ Kẹ̀ṣìntìn. Lágbára Ọlọ́run 2027 Ọlọ́run á bá wa mú dé ilẹ̀ ìlérí, which is okay mọ́sàn láti máa sọ ìyìn tá tún sọ yìí lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àṣeyẹ tá wá ṣe fún àwọn bàbá wa tí mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ dárúkọ wọn láti Adebutu lónìí ni pé Ọlọ́run rí wọn ní ìpò tó tọ́ sí gbogbo akótúbọ̀ bá wa yọ̀ǹda rẹ̀ fún wọn. Agbára Ọlọ́run, ẹ̀mí fún Ọlọ́run, àánú àti ààbò Ọlọ́run ó má kà kúrò lórí wọn àti ìdílé wọn. Olúwa akótúbọ̀ bá wa dá wọn sí.
Actually, inú wa dùn, ayọ̀ wá sí Èkó nítorí pé wọ́n ní ènìyàn láṣọ mi, tí mo bá bójú ẹ̀ tí n bá rẹ́ni mi, inú mi á dùn, ara mi á yá gágá torí pé ènìyàn láṣọ mi. Honorable Lado, Excellency Honorable Lado Adebutu, ó jẹ́ èèyàn kan pàtàkì láàrin ìjọ Celestial. Yàtọ̀ sí pé ó jẹ́ ọmọ ìjọ, ó jẹ́ ẹnìkan tó jẹ́ pé igi gbòógì láàrin ìjọ mímọ́, ẹni tó ń fi tara ṣe, tó ń fi tọkàn ṣe, ẹni tí ò fi ìjọ mímọ́ ṣeré ni. Torí bẹ́ẹ̀ gbogbo wa gbọ́dọ̀ gbárùkù tì láti lè make sure pé ayẹyẹ tó ń ṣe lénìí a gbọ́dọ̀ tì lẹ́yìn láti rí àṣeyọrí ẹ̀. Actually, we thank God that for their lives, and at the same time we need to cherish the opportunity that he is alive, we are all alive, and we know that Odogbolu community will grow from strength to strength. For having him as the Asiwaju of Odogbolu is a great opportunity for Odogbolu, and sincerely speaking, he is a God-fearing human being. He's a human being that likes the community, and he always gives his life to Christ. So I'm very sure, and then I'm so much contented that Odogbolu is going to have a very great opportunity for having him as Asiwaju of Odogbolu.
Adebutu èèyàn dáadáa ni, bí ẹnikẹ́ni bá sọ kún wọnú ilé ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ló máa bá jáde. Ó ń tọ́jú mẹ̀kúnnù, ó ń tọ́jú gbogbo èèyàn. Fact mi irú ẹ̀ ṣọ̀wọ́n ní àsìkò tiwa. Ṣẹ́rí tẹ̀wọ̀n bá ti ń ṣe dáadáa, Ọlọ́run wà ní sáìdì ẹ̀. Ká tó sọ ohunkóhun ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣáájú. Mo sọ fún ẹ pé kọ́lẹ̀ o láti ní lọ, ìyanu máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí i. Ojú ẹ̀ máa rí ire lójoojúmọ́, a máa rí ayọ̀, a máa rí ìgbéga. Ìgbà ó máa dénú ìgbéga, máa dénú ìgbéga ni. Kọ́lẹ̀ o, by this time of 2027 a tún máa wá bí ìwà tó ayọ̀ ayọ̀ oyè ńlá gọ́ọ̀nà yẹn. Ẹ kọ́lẹ̀ ó máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀. lórúkọ Jésù Olúwa wa.
We were invited by the Excellency, His Excellency Oladipupo Adebutu, who happened to be member of Council of Evangelists in Remo Land, and is one of the patron of Council of Evangelists in Remo Land. So we are representing the Council of Evangelists in Remo to celebrate with him as Asiwaju of Odogbolu. That is the purpose of our being here today. As you all know, a politician, philanthropist, and is a man of God. Volunteer himself for human being in needs of whatsoever you need, and the same thing to the Church of God. He contributed a lot to the work of God. I wish him happy tenure, that this Asiwaju bestow on him during his own time. People of Odogbolu, peace will reign, prosperity, and more health and more wisdom for him to use this office, because someone has been using it. But I pray that with long life and more good health, this Asiwaju that is being installed will be a peace to this Odogbolu community.
Honorable Oladipupo Adebutu, oyè lóyè tó fi jẹ lẹ́nu, oyè ìdílé ìyá ẹ̀ ni. Asiwaju tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀, Asiwaju ló sì jẹ́ lẹ́dọ̀ Odogbolu lẹ́nu. Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ jẹ́ kóyè náà kó mọ́rí, kóyè náà kó jẹ̀rọ̀, àti Adenike ìyàwó ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run á jẹ́ kóyè náà jẹ̀rọ̀ lórí.
Myself and my husband have recently installed as a Asiwaju of Odogbolu and Yeye Asiwaju of Odogbolu. Today, like I said, is a very wonderful day because the king, our king, has made it, has been so gracious to honor us with this title. My husband's maternal grandfather was the former Asiwaju of Odogbolu, because my husband's mother is from Odogbolu. So it is a great honor to be made as the Asiwaju and Yeye Asiwaju of Odogbolu. We want to, once again, I want to thank the Kabiyesi and the chiefs of Odogbolu and the people of Odogbolu as a whole for honoring us. God will honor them. But I want to tell you, if there is no great man, there cannot be a great woman. My husband is a wonderful man. He's a man of the people. He's a family man. He cares about people a lot, and therefore he had kind of inculcated it into me to be such a person as well. And I enjoy giving back to the society as a whole. My passion is about the girl child, because a lot of abuse is going on in the society. So myself and other women have been trying, to make the best of our women, of our girls. And I want to continue again in that line to make sure that our mothers, that they are mentally they are balanced. And how can they be balanced if the home front is not steady? So we want to help our women to be on their feet. We want to help them in terms of vocational education, and so that they can help the men. In joining them together, joining hands together, they can take care of the home front. And therefore we have good children. Our children, they will turn out well. Our girls in particular, we know that they can stand on their feet and become somebody. So I tend toward that, and I want to be able to do more of that. So I will use this opportunity to be that woman for our people.
A heritage, because rightly we must remember that this particular
title was bestowed on my grandfather, Pa Clement Daismi, a long time ago. After him came a few other Asiwaju, and most recently our father Gerardia. So if I'm privileged now to continue this honorable lineage, I'm grateful to God that I'm given this privilege. I'm grateful to the Alaye of Odogbolu and of course the Alaye in council. I thank the community for giving me this opportunity, and I promise that this honor bestowed on me in particular and the family at large, we shall do our best. I use the word we shall do our best to continue to further the well-being of this community. You must remember that our mother, because she hailed from here, our family has impacted greatly here, and we the children, we've had cause to come here, and we have invested severally here, and I shall continue to do so. Ijebu land is our motherland, and our spirit lives here. The Alaye Council, and I think it's a recognition that the Jaismi clan as a whole, historically, has always been supportive of the crown. This town was instituted ago. The first Alaye of Odogbolu actually resided within the quarters of the Jaismi household for 15 years. The Yoshi of Odogbolu was moved to the Molada Palace. From hence, we now have the modern Odogbolu. So you won't write the history of Odogbolu without mentioning the Jaismi.
On a final note, how do you hope to incorporate the youth and the elderly in the developmental projects within the community?
Well, I have always said, and I truly believe, that you must create wealth, you must create prosperity. Sometimes it sounds harsh, but if there's no money, hunger must come, and there cannot be food for a lazy man. We must develop the culture of work. We will continue to invest in the creation of businesses. We will continue to invest in small businesses, in agriculture, such that young people will work. My immediate concern now is to create a vocational center so we can teach young people small trades, and by so doing they can get some kind of independence and create empowerment in the process. I have invested a lot in young people doing some small agricultural projects. For example, I have encouraged young people to do small cucumber farms, and it has been very successful. And I'm happy that all over the state, those that have encouraged small parcels of land, a small borehole, and seed money to start the business. I'm happy that they have become self-sufficient. They have become millionaires in the process. I see them all over the place, and I'm happy. I've encouraged young men to do a bit of animal husbandry. For the amount of money you spend to go abroad and maybe become a second-class citizen, you can actually go back to your villages, go back to your small towns in Ogun State, do some animal husbandry. You'll be surprised. In the space of 2 or 3 years, you will actually become self-sufficient. We must teach some reorientation of our young people. And I believe these things, with some kind of reorientation and education, we will create prosperity, and it shall be better for us all.